Hello! The last time we were here, we completed a massive portion of my lighthouse right here. It covers my iron farm, it houses my villager breeder, I have a chicken farm, and you may notice that there are a lot of different things in my inventory right now. First, the cooked chicken, then also my diamond tools, which are enchanted, not fully enchanted, but they are enchanted nonetheless. Also, my armor. Yeah, of course, I can always improve my gear, but this is a good start. As you can see here, or as you can probably guess, I have set up some traders now, some villager trades. So this part is for my iron farm so that I can easily get some emeralds. I just have a Fletcher here just in case, because this does produce some feathers. And of course, I have my villager trading hall here. You might be wondering how my villagers are being transported from my villager breeder down to here, but also down to my iron farm. So as you can see here, you have this dirt. It's a delivery system from my villager breeder up to down to here, rather. Oh, and also I said that this was going to just be a farm kind of area, but this is kind of turned into my base of operations. I have moved in my chest here. And today my goal is to finally make a way for me to traverse this area. So, with a quick mining session, this was all that we got. And I'm about to take a few bone blocks just for what we're about to make, a water elevator. And of course, to construct our water elevator, I needed some soul sand, so I had to go to the nether. It was quite a ways away from where I spawned in the nether, or where the spawn connects to the nether. And I also got some glass. Finally, I didn't get a desert or some sand, but the villagers trade sand. No, they trade glass, not sand. Now we have a working water elevator. As you can see, it works and it's quite fast. And our next step is to make a way down right around here. There we go. Of course, the logical next step is to make another water elevator so that I can go up to my villager breeder and my villager trading hall in a matter of seconds. This is so much faster than what I've been doing earlier, which was right around here. I had the ladder going up this very tall lighthouse and going down. Once there is an interior, I will have a view, a nice view going down. Nice view here going down. And that's it. That's it for the water elevators. Now I said a major part of what I do today is make an easy way for me to get in and out of my base. Before the water elevators, I would climb up this scaffolding, but now I have my water elevators and I don't even need to park my boat there anymore. I have created this area. So, this area, I get on my boat here, then get out, and it's all easy access. Anyway, in all honesty, this cave and the water elevators, these have been pretty small projects that in between I have been taking care of my villager breeder and my villager trading hall. I don't really want to be overrun by villagers, but I still need new villagers for new trades. And apart from that, in between these small projects, I've been doing some side quests. So I got some coal, I found another spawner. This time it was a spider spawner. I smelted all of the copper, got some emeralds again. Anyway, since I've already made some water elevators today, why not make another one at our super smelter? And while we're at it, we can probably upgrade our system because currently 8 furnaces are not enough for what we're doing. We smelted a lot of copper, and yeah, this took a long time to smelt. And while I'm making this super smelter, I kind of just want to kick back and relax and talk about some random stuff like what I've been doing lately, which is mostly Minecraft. It's mostly Minecraft. Honestly, Minecraft has been on my mind recently, like all the time. And yeah, I've been telling myself to like take breaks often, and I haven't been able to do that. I am so sorry. But yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Other than that, though, I've just been lazing around, also trying to avoid brain rot, but also like reading a lot of Korean webtoons, which are mostly samey, honestly. But anything to keep me entertained. And this should now be working. I have 32 furnaces here at my super smelter. Let's test things out. Okay, the system seems to be holding up well. Now I could make sure that every single furnace receives the same amount of coal, but I'm not really too concerned about that. And to test the system out, let's smelt one stack of stone. There we go. Exactly one stack of smooth stone. That means that our system is working correctly. And now I think we are actually ready to make this water elevator. Okay, so I have settled for the system where the dropper will be read by this comparator. If there's an item, at least one item within the dropper, this will turn on, and then that will turn this redstone torch off, which will then switch on our redstone clock, which will then power on this repeater, and subsequently it will power on this redstone dust, which is connected to this dropper. Hopefully this doesn't lock the hoppers. And actually, let's test this system out. First, let's remove that. There we go. That could have been disastrous. Okay, let's test this out. Let's send in 16 bone meal, or yeah, 16 bone meal. Okay, it seems to be working. Yeah, it seems to be working. And we have received our bone meal. Yeah, it has worked completely. I'm very satisfied with everything that we've done here. Alright, I'm so happy with what we've done with our super smelter. It should now be 4 times faster than before, theoretically. But that's enough about the super smelter for now. What we should really be thinking about is our lighthouse. So I'm thinking of finally finishing the outside of my lighthouse. And we are back with another building session. I honestly have no idea how I want to record these sessions, like building sessions that we've been having, because obviously I've been doing a lot of them. I've been building a lot, and a lot of it is not recorded at all because, it eats up a lot of space. And I'm playing on the laptop. I don't have a lot of space, a lot of memory for this. So far I've just been like taking cherry picking some sessions, because mostly these are quite repetitive. And yeah, I end up like recording 2 hours total instead of like a total of 12 hours or so for building. And I'm just talking myself through, the things I've been feeling, the things that I want to achieve, etc. So, yeah, these sessions have been helping a lot. And I could probably do like time lapses or whatever. I hear that there are mods for that now, which are cool, but I was going to say pero. But yeah, I like my system so far right now. And I hope that once I upload this, people also enjoy these kind of like slow sessions. Low action scenes. I don't know what to call these. Like, I'm just relaxing right now, watching myself build this and talking about whatever I want to talk about, It's never really that serious. Anyway, I guess one thing I want to talk about here is the use of that red stained glass. I'm planning on covering that up with acacia trapdoors, acacia, but acacia I don't have that wood yet, so I'm going to have to find it. But looking at this, honestly, while I'm editing, this is me while editing, I am so happy with how this turned out. I still have a lot of pieces to add, but yeah, this looks good. I went on a great adventure last night, and this was what I found. I went caving because I was looking for a lush cave. I wanted to get some moss because moss blocks could be really good for terraforming. I've been doing a bit of terraforming and I found a lot of geodes actually. I wasn't recording, but I found like 3 and I found some sculpt. Oh, and I found a slime chunk. Although I don't think I'm going to build the farm there because I want to experiment with the oozing potions later on. Anyway, I was looking for moss, I haven't found it, and now I think I'm going to look for acacia. By the way, I edit my videos sometimes right after recording, and you know what? Right after editing a video last night, I finally decided to upload episode 1. Just to give you a time frame or timeline, this is episode 4, like 3 weeks or 4 weeks after I first recorded episode 1. Like, I'm going to be so surprised if people actually watch my videos. This area feels like the opposite of where I would find acacia and also moss. So, sure, it's like, oh no, 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 no. No. When I made this channel, I was thinking that I would combine like my love for games and also my interest in creative pursuits like art and other stuff. But, so far all I've done is play Minecraft, and that's fine. But, I want to play other games. Like my friends have recommended Baldur's Gate 3, which is right up my alley. I've played Divinity Original Sin 2. If you know that game, hello. I really, really, really love that game. That's probably my favorite game of all time. Apart from Divinity Original Sin 2, I really enjoyed Hades, and I know that Hades 2 is out. Surprisingly, I'm having like really no urge to play it. My friends have been like asking me to play Silksong, but Silksong is too difficult for me. I also loved Dragon Age Inquisition. I know people clown on Dragon Age Inquisition because like they tell me it's much worse than Dragon Age Origins and the previous Dragon Age games. But I was so surprised when I learned about Dragon Age Veilguard. Like, why did I not know about this? Like, why did I not hear anything about this? And then, it turns out it's really bad. What else have I played? I guess, oh, I have played Borderlands 2, which I really enjoyed. And then when I played Borderlands 3, I was like, what is this? Like, what a significant downgrade. Borderlands 2 was so peak. Like, it was so good. And then Borderlands 3 happened, and I'm like, what's this supposed to be? I've also played Morrowind, if you can believe it. In a lot of ways, Morrowind is very outdated. But at the same time, I've never had an experience like Morrowind. Like the space, the map was really, really big, and there was something to do in every little bit of that map. And then after that, I played Skyrim. I got this laptop, which I'm currently using right now. And then recently, I tried the remastered Oblivion game. And let me tell you, my laptop could not actually run that because the game is so unoptimized that like even being outside, my frame rates were like 15 FPS, 12 FPS. Sometimes it reached like single digits, like 8. Like, I'm sure Oblivion is a great game, I'm sure it's a good game, but my experience was not really that good. Oh, kind of related to Morrowind, I enjoyed Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas so much. They gave me the same vibes. I could just explore the map and find something interesting. Apart from games, I'm obsessed with music. Like, I know this was 2024, I think, but Brat, another song that I like is like Crank by Slater. Moving away from that genre, I also like Midwest emo, which is like so weird because, it's kind of the opposite, like on the spectrum. I would think. Like last year, I really enjoyed the new Pool Kids album. If you don't know Pool Kids, search them. I really like their music. Like Easier Said Than Done, that's the album. I really enjoyed it. I know some people did not like that album as much as they liked the previous like self-titled album that they had, but it was so good. Oh hey, we have sand. But yeah, Easier Said Than Done was like an album for me. The album for me. Because like I really enjoyed the title track, Easier Said Than Done. So good. And then Exit Plan, Tinted Windows. I really vibed with those. And then Danny, as I read it, it's like so good. It's so good. Danny for me like kind of reminds me of the music I listened to growing up, like Paramore's All We Know Is Falling album. And in terms of like music from my childhood, Paramore was definitely my number one. Like for years, I listened like religiously to their music. Anyway, what we managed to get from this expedition was a lot of sandstone and sand, but not a lot of acacia or moss or anything else, honestly. So I guess I'll have to look for more, but this time maybe I'll do it off camera. And we are so back. Look at this. This is such a cool view, honestly, with the lighthouse coming into view. It's so amazing. It's so cool. I can't believe I made that. I love it. But yeah, look at that. We have new friends and we have new things. And this has been such a fun adventure, even though you did not get to see it. And look and marvel at everything we managed to get. Different types of wood. Granted, they're not like full stacks or anything, but that kind of works in our favor because I was using bundles to just make more space in my inventory. And of course, a few other things for decoration, for other farms, and, just for future plans. And that's not even the greatest thing that we got. We got new pets. This was such a pain to bring back home, like these guys, because I couldn't ride my boat with a chest, so I had to walk back thousands of blocks away. Anyway, for this part, I went caving again and found myself a lush cave. So yeah, I got moss, which was the point of the exploration, as well as an axolotl. And here we are naming a few of our mobs, such as our nosy neighbor, and also our parrots, whom I've decided to name Sir Laura and Quercus from Divinity Original Sin 2. And also, I have a name tag for Sir Donkey and Sir Horse. So, Sir Horse number 1 and Sir Donkey number 1, who is still as bad as before. And I've also moved in my dogs, but one of them got into the nether. So we have one troublemaker of a dog. This was so hard to figure out, honestly. I did not know why he was not coming back to the overworld, but eventually things worked out. And he is now named after my dog, Coco. Anyway, with a few side quests done, it's finally time to lock in and finish our lighthouse. Of course, it's not actually going to be finished. I still have a lot of things that I need for our lighthouse, such as the light source, and I'm planning on making this with gold and doing other things. But for now, one more step towards finishing our lighthouse is getting different types of wood. Specifically, I just need acacia, but mangrove would also be nice, honestly, because of its red wood. I think the wood is red. I can't really remember, but yeah, I made this kind of system for collecting mangrove. And honestly, it's not really that good for mangrove because of the water underneath. Whenever the roots manage to get like waterlogged, they become source blocks, which I did not know about. So yeah, that kind of messed up my collection system. But no worries, we still managed to get a lot of mangrove roots, a lot of valuable building materials. And after 2 hours or so, an hour being spent on clearing out the area for our tree farm, which I've shown you earlier, it's not automatic, but it's where we will farm our trees. And 40 minutes or so of chopping down different types of trees, this was everything we managed to get. And also, these are my supplies. I've played around with the different types of wood that we could use for the trapdoors, and I find that I actually like the acacia wood the best for this one, the acacia trapdoor, because from far away it really matches well with the granite. And I was thinking that if I were going to use wood or like a trapdoor, I would use either acacia, the crimson warped wood from the nether, or mangrove. And I settled on this one because it looks the best with our build, or it pairs up really well with our granite. And of course, our trapdoor job is just limited to that area, that upper area where the light source will be. And honestly, it's not really obvious apart from the glass. Like the area where the glass is, you can clearly see that there is like a little bit of texture going on, a little bit of like, you know what I mean. But if you squint or look at it long enough, you will see that the trapdoors have actually done something. Like they've changed just a tiny bit the color of the granite. It's not as faded out as it usually is, except it doesn't really look red. It looks a little bit closer to orange, but still, it's more vibrant. But what I am excited to do now is transform this scaffolding, add a bunch of trapdoors made of different types of wood, as well as add trapdoors again to the walls. This time, my plan is to make it look as though the walls are kind of flaky. I would love to add trapdoors as well to that white part, the diorite, but I don't have pale oak. I am adding these trapdoors randomly, purely randomly, and I'm hoping that this will look good once I'm done. So this is what it looks like. Honestly, it hasn't changed much, but I do have to say I think the scaffolding, or maybe I'm just coping, but the scaffolding looks a little bit more weathered. Looking at the scaffolding up close, yeah, definitely I can see it now. Maybe it's just a little bit too sparse. And the more that I build, the more that I feel like this lighthouse was definitely the right call for me. I've been learning a lot of things. I'm learning a lot about building. I'm learning a lot about how to make this look good. And, it's fairly simple because the shape is simple and I can add a lot on top of this. And I guess most importantly, I'm having a lot of fun. Now let's take a look from here. Okay, okay, I think it looks good. Wow. I think definitely we need to add the acacia to that upper portion and also that tower up there as well, that extension. But yeah, adding the trapdoors was definitely the right choice. I like it. It's it looks cool. I forgot to remove that dirt, but I think even from like a 3D kind of angle where the trapdoors cast a shadow onto the wall, I think it even looks better that way, in my opinion. Like it adds a little bit of depth that wasn't really present. Like this is kind of an imperfection, you know, and it really enhances that type of imperfection, not just by adjusting the saturation, like when you look at it from up front, when it looks like it's flat. I think it definitely works better when you look at it from the side, and I like it. But of course, for me to copy that up there, I'm going to need a lot more of acacia again. Okay, I am done with all of the trapdoor placements. So now it looks like the walls are flaking off. And I also added that type of ledge right there. I don't like the way it looks right now. I just needed something to break up this shape, so add a little bit of like dimension, I guess. But I'm not really sure that I like it right now. I'm also thinking about the actual top of that lighthouse. I don't know how I want to add the roof, and I don't know how I want to finish it. But for now, I think it's time for an overhaul of my iron farm design because it's overflowing with poppies. And after a bit of work, we finally have our item filters, one for iron and one for poppy. The poppies will be fed into the composter, and then the composter will make the bone meal for us, and then we can just passively generate some bone meal and not worry about an overflow of poppies anymore. I also changed the layout and the design of some of the things here. I had to make the item filters fit underneath the iron golem killing chamber. So, yeah, there's that. And I also made a few changes here just so things will look a little bit better, hopefully. But you see, I haven't forgotten my goal this episode, which is to finish this lighthouse, or at least the exterior. And so we're going to make the roof of the lighthouse. It's time to build the roof. And you know what that means? That means we get to relax. These building sessions have been so fun. But you know, they take up a lot of space on my hard drive. And yeah, I've run out of space. Oh my gosh. 11 hours of footage for this episode alone. I've been enjoying myself though. I've been enjoying building. And I hope to do more of this kind of thing. Maybe upgrade my setup someday. Wow. I'm planning long term. I hope to do more of this in the future, but definitely just I need a break from building. Yeah, I need a break from building. And maybe some more space in my laptop. Please. And let's prepare for the big reveal. I honestly hope that this looks good. Oh my gosh. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's not much to see. I like it, but I could definitely do a little bit more of rounding, especially at that bottom layer of the roof. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, a little bit more rounding. But yeah, I am satisfied with how this looks. And from a different angle, I'm just hoping. Wow. Wow. I, 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 I am actually so happy right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am so happy. Oh my gosh. Whew. I think it looks really good. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else to say. I think it looks really good. Oh my gosh. I can't stop smiling. Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow. I think adding the roof has really, really done something to this build. I can't stop smiling. I am so happy with how our lighthouse turned out, and I might be stepping away from building next episode, but you know what? I am so happy with this. Like, oh, yeah. This has been such a long episode. I am so proud of this. Behind me, this lighthouse. It looks really good. I think it looks like a wizard's hat up top there, which was unintentional, but yeah, it looks good. Up to this point, by the time I'm recording, I've already published episodes 1 and 2, with episode 3 already on the way. And yeah, I am so happy with everything, and I don't know what else to say, honestly. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys again, and just know I'm very thankful. Yeah, just thank you for all the support, and honestly, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you, and goodbye.